everyone. Thank you so much for taking the time to jump in and get involved in some great conversations today that I want to have with you. My name is Morgen Schick, and this is Beauty Rehab. This is an hour for me to take all of the 25 years as a Ford model, a makeup artist, a celebrity makeup artist, a fixture on a lot of different TV shows, an author. I've written 2 books. I've created my own makeup line, skincare line for HSN for 11 years. And now I'm so excited to be able to talk to you and bring up why I think it's so important for you to care about your image, how you walk through life. So I am so grateful to the Lifestyle Talk Radio Network. I am so excited for you to call me at 888-454-3378, 888-454-3378, Lifestyle Talk Radio Network. Call me if you have questions or comments about the hot topic I have today, which kind of leads into my always topic. My main passion is that you as a woman or a man understands that what you show the world matters. Your insides, your heart, your soul, your intellect, your sense of humor, your opinion, everything matters. But don't think that just because you are wicked smart and wicked funny that it doesn't matter whether you have shiny, bright teeth, or that your skin looks its best, or your hair looks well kept, or you care that you look about what you wear, because it matters. That is what people see. We live in a visual society, guys. You need to care about when someone Googles you. This is a new world. People can Google you when you apply for a job. They can see if anybody has ever put you on Facebook or anyone on Instagram, Twitter, Vine, whatever it is. So you need to care. You need to care just as much about that as you do about all the other maintenance-y health type things that you care about in your life. And the reason why this comes up to me today is because just today there was an article in the Huffington Post, but it's worldwide right now. And a girlfriend of mine who is an amazing producer, but also a beautiful woman who is smart and beautiful, who understands that you should be both and can be both, sent me an article about a young 20-year-old named Sabina, and I'm going to totally screw up her. She's Russian. She's from Kazakhstan. And her name is Sabina Altubekova, something like that. So this beautiful girl is an amazing volleyball player. And her coach has decided she's too beautiful to play volleyball on this team, which is ridiculous. She is tall. She is fit. She is an incredible player. She's brilliant. She was at a gifted school. She was going to go to college to go to law school, I guess, in their area. And she decided she wanted to go and play sports, so she is playing volleyball. And they say it is a distraction. And this is my whole point. A distraction of what? Volleyball. I'm so proud of the sport of female volleyball because they have shown that you can be an incredible female athlete. Yes, you can still care about being feminine and being beautiful and having nice shiny hair and nice teeth and caring about what you're wearing while you're an amazing athlete. You don't have to choose. You don't have to be just an athlete. And being an athlete doesn't mean you have to take on male attributes. It's one of the things that drives me crazy about female sports in general. Why are we deciding that we have to wear all the clothes that men wear? Why, when you're a businesswoman, do you have to think that you have to drop your femininity and your fun with clothes or your lipstick or putting your hair up or making yourself look like a feminine woman? If it's what you want, you don't have to if you don't want to, but if you want to, why do you have to give up your femininity in order to be taken seriously in a boardroom or on a volleyball court? This is ridiculous. And it is showing up right now because these people think that she is too much of a distraction because people are tweeting, people are talking about this girl, and it's distracting her team. Get over it. She's a great volleyball player. Let her be both. Guess what? Let her be a volleyball player, then let her go to law school, and let her be an incredible attorney and be beautiful. Why do we think we have to choose? I want you to call in. I want to know what you feel about this. I want you to call 888-454-3378, Lifestyle Talk Radio Network. Again, my name is Morgen Schick, and I am here to break this down. Today on the show, in the different segments, we are going to talk about why it's important for you to remain the woman you are, the feminine creature that you are, and why you should not be discounted just because you want to wear more feminine clothes. Why you should not have to put makeup on, not put makeup on, or not play professional volleyball if you are too pretty. We have to be the ones that change it. People around us are not going to change it. It is how it's like how the man keeps us down. Keeps us down because you cannot be both. You cannot be an incredible athlete and a great beauty and a great brain. Why are we limiting ourselves to that? No, we have to push through. We as women have to teach our boys, our men, our governments, our workplaces, our society that we can be all. You do not have to choose to be the beauty or the brain. You get to be both. So I want to talk about that today, and then I'm going to teach you how to get the best image you can. And then in another segment, I'm going to teach you about how to talk to your daughters or your sons or your children or your friends who you feel like there is a glass ceiling. The glass ceiling isn't exactly a ceiling, is it? It's more like a mirror. If you are too pretty, you're distracting to the men. Guess what? Use that. I have a girlfriend, my very beautiful girlfriend, who runs a fashion line in New York City called Veronica Beard. And Veronica has this saying about leaving it on the table. She loves to gamble, right? She's a gambler because she was in the stock market, and that's basically just gambling. And she says to me, when I'm gambling and whatever money she has, she never wants to leave any idea, any option on the table. And I've always equated that philosophy with who you are in your life. Don't leave anything on the table. Are you the smartest woman in the room? Great. Are you the most well-read? Are you the most opinionated? And are you working your image? Are you using your most beautiful self? You want to be distracted by it, everybody else? Your problem, not my problem. My problem is I am leaving nothing on the table. And that is what today's show is about. Today's show is about you can be all. And I am not allowing any woman to leave anything on the table. You will be the smartest. You will be the most well-read. You will be funny. You will be opinionated. You will be compassionate. You will be loving. And you will be your most beautiful self. And I'm not talking about supermodel. I'm not talking about Playboy Bunny. I'm talking about your most beautiful self. That's it. I want you to call me. I want to know what you feel about this. 888-454-3378. This is the Lifestyle Talk Radio Network. I am Morgen Schick, and I want you to be all. Be your most beautiful. And I'm going to teach you in this show how to easily put yourself together, get your best self out there, but don't ever think that you have to choose between being feminine or being taken seriously. And that is on the volleyball court, or that is in the boardroom, or that is in your job. Okay? Call me, 888-454-3378. Call me if you've got questions, if you've got tips. If you want to follow me on Instagram, it's at Morgen, MorgenSchick. I put tips and tricks on there all the time, at Morgen Schick on Twitter and on Facebook, Morgen Schick. I want to hear from you. I want you to bring all. I want you to be all. And in our next segment, I'm going to talk about how you and how we all can leave nothing on the table. Okay? Come back. This is the Lifestyle Talk Radio Network, 888-454-3378. We'll be right back. Stay with me, folks. Call in. Everybody's breaking up. Talking about breaking up. Everybody's breaking up. They all be making love. Everybody's breaking up. Doesn't anybody help anybody anymore? We got one foot out the door. Hi, welcome back. Today is a big day because I feel like we have a lot to cover. And today's topic, which is about Sabina, I'm going to say it again. I'm not going to say her last name. We're going to just say Sabina because I keep messing up her. Altinbekova, who is a volleyball player from Kazakhstan who they have said is too beautiful to play. And what's so interesting for me is that, number one, people think that you should either be an incredible athlete or beautiful. You can't be both. Or that, but the interesting part about it is if you go to the HuffPost and you read all of the comments, most of the comments are whether it is Asian culture's form of beauty the same as Western, which is such the stupid fight that they're having, because the fight should be about whether we could be all. You can be all. My name is Morgen Schick, by the way, and this is Beauty Rehab, and this is a place for my 25 years of being a Ford model, a makeup artist, author, creator of Morgen Schick Cosmetics, for you to be able to use me to get your most beautiful image, to match up with the intellect and the personality and the love that you have in your heart. Because I believe you should leave nothing on the table. You should be the smartest, the nicest, and you should look the best that you can look, okay? So that is what this show is about. And I want to take a call. I've got Kristen on hold. Kristen, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Hi, Kristen. Welcome to the show.
Hi. Thank you so much.
Did you hear the first part of my show?
Yes. Actually, I missed it. I was in a meeting. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I was just talking about, and I know you have a question, but I was just talking about how you should use every attribute you have. As a woman, you should not have to give up your femininity or your beauty to be taken seriously. So you said you were just in a meeting. So you're at work. Yes. Do you do that? Do you follow my creed of be all, leave nothing on the table, smart, beautiful, kind? Do you do that?
Absolutely. I find that I have a lot of clients that misread me as I walk in. They say, oh, she's just a pretty face, but does she have the brains to back herself up? And after the end of the meeting, they go, wow, I am extremely impressed because you show more than just the beauty. You have the brains behind it. And I get that stereotype a lot. And I find, as long as you have something to back yourself up, there's nothing that can hold you back. You might as well portray both of your best sides and just move forward, and business will go.
I agree 100%. I'm so proud of you. I call it the Cleopatra syndrome. Cleopatra left nothing on the table. She was, I'm going to own everything I want, and I am not going to dumb myself down or make myself less attractive just because you can't handle it. I also think it is very disarming for a beautiful woman, a well-kept woman, meaning well-kept, kept up, not like kept,
yes.
to walk the room and then be the smartest, most articulate, informed person in the room. You own it. They don't know what to do with you, and you get everything you want. So I am very proud of you. Now, tell me what your question is today. I'm
wondering, I find that I have a lot of problems finding mascara or anything to give me full longer lashes without clumping. So I was wondering, what is the best way to get those long-looking full lashes without extensions or fake lashes?
Okay, so you've got, give me a little bit more information. So do you have brown lashes, black lashes, or blonde, wimpy lashes like I do?
Mine are they're darker brown, more on the black side, so I do use a black mascara. Okay. But I do find that when you put on a few layers and you do it lightly, they clump. I can't find ones that will just with one coat, maybe two, that will make them look long and full without having to use fake lashes.
Okay, and are you using a eyelash curler first?
Yes.
Okay, good. All right, so quickly I'm going to explain. I want you to know that I have you are better off. I always love to tell people perspective because I've got blonde lashes and I've got 8 of them, maybe 8, maybe more like 6. So you're halfway there already. I want you to take a black pencil, and the first thing after you curl your lashes, I want you to jiggle that black crayon pencil. Waterproof is best because it won't smear. Jiggle it into the base of your lashes first off. That is going to give you a really intense black line into the lashes. As if your lashes were trees, you're going to jiggle this underneath and into the base trunk of those lashes, back and forth, all the way to your top lash. Okay? I love Colossal by Maybelline. It is in a bright yellow mascara tube, and it's called Colossal. I don't know if you've tried that one yet. It is not expensive. It's probably $8 at a drugstore. Mascara is one of those things that you do not have to spend money on. You can buy a drugstore mascara because they are basically all the same. It's all about pigment and fiber. If they put fiber in it and it dries, that's when it flakes. So Colossal seems to be a great mascara that doesn't flake once those little fibers dry because it's mixed with wax. So it's very nice and soft when it's wet, but then when it dries, then wax becomes brittle. And when it becomes brittle, those little fibers, when you blink, fall off onto your cheek. So Colossal is the one that I have found that doesn't do that. Now, what color eyes do you have, Kristen?
I have blue.
Okay, so you're not going to use Latisse. You're not going to use a product that grows your lashes because it can change, the glaucoma medicine. It was made for people with glaucoma, and then they found out that it has an offline that grows lashes. But you and I can't use it because it could change the iris of your eye color to brown.
Yes, that's what I've heard.
It's not a pretty brown. It just does weird stuff. You don't want that.
Yeah.
So I want you to do the base of your lashes with the black, so that gives you that intensity, and then try the Colossal from Maybelline. I think that is one of the greatest mascaras I've ever used, and I was using mascara. I was doing reviews in Allure magazine for Great Lash, and I've worked with Lancome. I've worked with Yes, They're Real. I've worked with Benefit. I've worked with every single company, and I'm telling you, this one is great. I want you to try it. It has a big, huge brush, so you can really get into the corners and all that kind of stuff. All right?
Awesome. I am definitely going to try it. Oh, so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much for calling in. So thank you so much, Kristen. Here's why I want you guys to call in for next segment. Not only are we going to talk more about leaving it on the table, because guess what, Kristen? She's going to be the most beautiful woman in the room and the smartest, and she's going to get her business done because she's going to use everything she has, her image, her intellect, her passion, and her heart to get her best life. And that's what I want for you. I want you to call me at 888-454-3378. We're going to come back. We're going to talk about how you can make your image work for you. All right? 888-454-3378. This is the Lifestyle Talk Radio Network. I'm Morgen Schick. This is Beauty Rehab. And I want you to call me if you've got questions. And I want to talk about women who use everything they have to get their lives. Come right back. We'll see you soon. Doesn't anybody love anybody anymore? We got one foot out the door. excited to have you. My name is Morgen Schick, and this is the Lifestyle Talk Radio Network. Call-in number is 888-454-3378. This is a place for us to use all of our attributes. The name of my show is Beauty Rehab because I was a Ford model for 25 years, a makeup artist, a celebrity makeup artist, an image consultant, and an author. But my passion is teaching you how to use every aspect of your woman, girl, feminine self to get what you want out of life. I want you to have the relationships that you want. I want you to have the relationship in the mirror that you want. I don't think that if you care about how you look, it means that you are less than, shallow, or anything else. I think that we as women were given all of these tools to have our best lives. And for some reason, we were beaten down to think that if you care at all about how you look, it means that you must not be smart, or you must not be articulate, or you must be dumb, or not kind, or mean, or whatever. It's always, the mean girl. So was the mean girl? The mean girl's the pretty one. Or that, a lot of times in reality, the pretty girls are bullied because of their being pretty. So I want you and our culture, I want you to fight hard to be your most beautiful image, because we live in an absolute visual society, and if you are not bringing your most attractive self, you are leaving something on the table that you have access to, and I want you to have your most beautiful life. When you were talking about your children, how you raise girls, how you raise boys, I wanted to just get this tip in there. You lead by example. So for me, my daughters know that I cared about my image before I had children, just as much as I cared about my education, and I cared about my job as a model as a business. I was going to be the exact best quality model, meaning that I knew what I was doing. I sold clothes easily. I worked well with photographers. I understood the business of modeling, not the fake publicity, rock starry part of modeling. That was not interesting to me. The interesting part to me was I would go on a shoot. I had a number of pictures I had to do. I would know how to do my job. I would make sure my skin was perfect, my hair was perfect, my nails were perfect. If you hated curly-haired blondes, then you weren't going to book me already. But anything I could have control over, I would. So I was the smart model you hired to get the job done, who was super low maintenance. But that's why I had a 25-year career, okay? And that's what I want my children to understand about using everything they can. You can be feminine. You need to be smart. You need to be kind. You need to be beyond kind. You need to highlight when people are not being kind, and show them and make people be kind. It's called, I think it's called like show unkindness, so people will change. But anyway, that's how the tip I want for your children is for them to see you do that. You care about all aspects of your image, your personality, and your intellect. All right, who do I have on hold? I have Kelsey on hold. Hi, Kelsey. Welcome to the show.
Hi.
Hi, Kelsey. Have you heard any of the show today?
What is it?
Have you heard the topic of the show today?
Yes.
Okay, great. What do you think about that? Do you navigate your life using all that you are?
Yeah.
Yeah? How old are you?
I'm 21.
Okay. So you are just starting, but I want to ingrain this. I know you have a question, but I want you to ingrain this into every part of your being, that your generation is going to be increasingly more visual, meaning that when you are looking for a job, they can Google you, they can look at you on Facebook, your image is super important. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay, good. So and you understand that you can be all? Am I preaching
Yes.
to you already? Do you understand that you want to be the smartest, but you also want to be the most beautiful and the most articulate and the most informed, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. All right, we've handled that. Tell me what your question is for today.
My question is, like, I have, like, blemishes and, like, dry skin on my chin, like, and it's, like, just is really, really red.
Okay.
I was going to say, like, how's the best way to get rid of it, or?
All right, let me just ask you a quick question. Are you using a product to try to get rid of your blemishes?
I haven't lately. I did use some face wash, but it didn't really work.
Okay. Are your blemishes in a cluster, or are they spread out?
They're just in a cluster.
Okay. So do you hold your cell phone up to your face? Do you touch your face in any way throughout the day?
Yeah, it's probably from oil.
Do you pick at the blemishes?
Yes.
Okay. So by asking you those questions, you know what my advice to you already is. Number one, I never want you to touch your face again.
Okay.
Unless you are cleaning your face or putting on a sunscreen or a moisturizer with clean fingers, I never want you touching your face again. The delicate tissue on your face, those pores are so sensitive that every time you touch your face, if you have one bacteria, you are spreading it to the next pore, and that's why you're causing a cluster. When pimples are like that, when they're clustered together, I know you've got one and then you spread it. Okay? I want you to clean it and put a light moisturizer on it and don't touch it. I only want you to wash your face at night. Okay. And then I only want you to rinse your face in the morning and not add more. No strong alcohol, no strong cleansers. Just let your skin breathe, but don't touch it. Kelsey, if you stop touching your face, I am telling you, you will not have blemishes for most of your life. You will get them, and they will go, and there will be one or two, and they will not spread if you do not touch your face and if you do not overprocess your face. Are you hearing me?
Yes.
Thank you so much for calling, because everyone needs to know if you are getting blemishes, just like Kelsey, you cannot spread them by touching your face during the day. Your fingers are dirty. Keep them away. Your pens are dirty. Your cell phone's dirty. Your hair is dirty. Don't touch it. This has been one of my very favorite shows because we are talking about your image and we are talking about controlling your life and getting the life you want. I love that you called me. This is the Lifestyle Talk Radio Show. Morgen Schick, 888-454-3379. I'll see you next time. Have a great week.